Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Apologies from a few different people, different things happening, including John and Susan. They said they wouldn't be around for a few weeks with family visiting. And Justin and Kirsten, I think, are in Sydney. And Anton's working. And um, Sue and Wayne. Sue broke her finger with some dogs fighting. So may not be around for a little while. But we're here, and also others are wherever you are on online connecting. So that's good. So let's settle into our evening with our meditation. So arriving into this space being here, arriving into the present time now, and relaxing into a calm, receptive, attentive awareness. Being here, being now, being aware. Moving the mind away from the issues and concerns of the world, the comings and goings, doings and happenings, enabling some inner peace and presence. And using our foundation meditation, mindfulness of breathing, to enable this inner space of stillness, silence, serenity, and peace. So having established our meditation posture, our eyes gently closed, bringing awareness within, breathing out any stress tension from the body, feeling into our body with awareness, helping to ground awareness in the present through body experience. Checking in on a few contact sensations, feet connecting with the floor, body connecting with the chair, cushion, or stool. Sensation of hands connecting in our lap. Feeling the subtle movement of shoulders, chest, abdomen, belly as the body breathes. Maybe feeling the air connecting with our face. Light connecting with our eyes. A few background sounds. The soundscape of life happening just here, just now. Helping the mind to quieten down from thoughts. Becoming still from the image of thoughts. And bringing mindful awareness to the happening of each breath. Receiving the gift of life with the in-breath. Then releasing that into the space around us with the out-breath. Giving mindful attention to each soothing, therapeutic, life-giving breath. Each breath giving life to the body. Mindfulness of the breath giving alertness, clarity to the mind. settling into the intimacy of the present moment through each mindful breath. Please help yourself to some tea if you wish. So how are we feeling this evening? Good. Another pleasant day. Temperatures about right. We have certainly had some extreme weather like last Thursday, and also then the Monday before that, all pointing to the fact of change and uncertainty, which we spoke about last week. The fabric of life, change and uncertainty. I have a couple of slogans or mottos for my business well awareness. On my business card, I have on the back of it, it says awareness supporting wellness, which is part of the idea of well awareness, to be well aware of something, but also about wellness and about awareness and awareness supporting wellness. And also on my website, I have another motto slogan that says realize reality and be beyond the drama, which is a bit more potent, a bit more Dharma orientated. Realize reality and be beyond the drama. So the question is then, what is reality? To realize reality and then to be beyond the drama. But what is reality? What is real? I think when I was a young chap, teenager, and wondering about this particular question, what's real? What is reality? What is true? What is the truth? Important questions. Certainly for me, it led to confusion, but also led to a waking up to reality. So experiencing reality, and then seeing the desire, the need to be beyond the drama that I saw as life, worldly life, the ways of the world, drama, issues, and hence the motivation to take up monastic life, a life devoted to simplicity, meditation, purity, wisdom. But certainly monastic life doesn't need to be the only domain that is beyond the drama. Wherever we are, we can be beyond the drama, because there's also plenty of dramas in monastic life. Issues occur, differences that people have. So I think it's a really important question to consider. Well, what is real? What is real? What is reality? Because certainly, if we're perceiving the the real as unreal and the unreal as real, as the Buddha pointed out, then it creates suffering. So the whole point is to see the real as the real, or the truth as truth, and the unreal as unreal. That we're not caught in delusion, deluding ourselves, causing more confusion, stress, strife, suffering. But along these lines, we can see that the Buddha taught the Dhamma, which translates as truth, the way of things, and Dharma with a capital D, because there's also Dharma with a small d and generally with a long A at the end, Dharma, which means phenomena, just things, phenomenal things. So the Buddha taught more the truth of things, the way of things, reality. And so then the practice path is a path of waking up out of the confusion of things. There's a lovely verse by a Tibetan Buddhist master, no longer alive, Kalu Rinpoche. And he says, we live in the appearance and illusion of things. There is a reality. You are that reality. When you realize this, you are nothing. And being nothing, you are everything. That is all. So again, there's a lot in that to unpack and work out. But it certainly lends that idea that that we live caught up in the appearance of things, the illusion of things. There is a reality that is to be found within us. We are that reality. And when we realize this, then we are no thing, nothing in particular. And being nothing in particular, nothing, then we are everything, all things. So that's just a brief sort of explanation. But that sense that reality may be quite subjective. The Buddha said that with this mind we create the world, and so if everyone has a mind and maybe a bit of a different mind, then every individual is creating a world that's their particular perception, their reality, conditioned through the course of one's lifetime, and how we then see and perceive things, affecting then how we receive things. So that idea of even concept, percept, recept, how we, concepts, conceiving, thinking creates then our perception, perceiving, and then that affects how we then receive and take on experience. But again, that subjective reality. So is subjective reality real reality, or it's just our particular perception, our particular perspective? Because again, we can have one thing that many people can view, and they'll view it from their particular perspective. Even just looking at the microphone, I can see the microphone in a particular way. Everyone else is seeing it from their own particular vantage point. So no one's seeing it exactly the same because you're seeing it from different angles, different perspectives. And even sort of psychologically, that sense that what does a microphone mean for me that affects then how I see it? I'll be bringing up certain memories or certain sort of ideas. So again, it's reality may be something that is quite relative and also quite conditioned, and also maybe changes as well. How we see things or something one day, we may see it different another day, depending upon how we are thinking, how we are feeling, what's happened in between. But we need to have some sort of agreements with what is reality, what is real, which we call conventional reality. So we agree to a certain convention. Yes, this is real and that's not real, and such as time, clock time. So we can see what time it is, but having sat meditation for 30 minutes, we can have a different perception of 30 minutes. Like, wow, felt like 2 minutes. Or wow, that felt like an hour. Torture. The perceptions are even time can get a bit sort of flexible, fluid. But again, we need to have some sort of agreements within the context of conventional reality to function. So if there's a conventional reality, then what about ultimate reality? Ultimate reality. And ultimate reality is a reality that's unconditioned, unconditional, and unconditioned reality, not affected by things. And that's sort of moving more into that spiritual domain beyond the personal, because our personal perspective is always going to have a particular view on reality and what's happening and how we perceive it. So transpersonal, beyond the personal, beyond the self, experience of reality, which is more aligned to then what the Buddha was talking about as nibbana or nirvana, the unconditioned, the uncreated, the unborn, the undying, transcendent. And again, it's about moving the mind beyond the constructed limitations that are caught into time and caught into conditioning, caught into conventions. And that's where meditation comes in as a real opportunity to allow that transcendence beyond place, time, space, person, a whole different appreciation, a non-subjective experience. And in that experience, then that transpersonal, transcendent, unconditioned reality, then it would appear or seem that it's the same for everyone, because it's beyond the individual self, beyond the sort of the mental making. So becomes a possibility, and it's also good to be aware of that as well, because even just with conventional reality, people will see things differently. People have their particular take on things, their experience of things. Even again, just people could take substances and suddenly they see things differently. Maybe that's one of the reasons that people do take substances to change their reality. It happens. Problem is if people get caught up in that reality and they can't get out of it. It's a bit like um, we take this to be, okay, we're awake, we're conscious, but how real is our experience now? Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, psychotherapist, said, dreams are real while they last. What more can you say about life? It seems real while it's lasting, but um, so do dreams seem really real. So Buddhism, the Buddha's teachings, offers us the possibility of not taking for granted our particular perceptions of things, what we take to be seemingly real and reality, because there is this idea of waking up to reality, waking up to truth, waking up to the truth of things. And as a result, then there's the clarity, seeing things clearly, because most of our stress, distress, unease, suffering comes because we're not seeing things clearly. We're caught up in the illusion and appearance of things. So the motto or slogan that I have, realize reality and be beyond the drama, could be um, realize Dharma and be beyond the drama. Because again, Dharma being, as the Buddha's teachings, the Buddha's truths, reality, helps to move the mind beyond the drama. And I think that's what we're really looking for, that possibility of not being caught up in the drama. It's challenging because um, the self likes drama. If there's no drama, life's boring. Like life becomes a documentary as opposed to some sort of um, fictional drama. And we seek drama, not just with what's going on in the world, but the movies and books and stuff that's the drama. It's exciting. People even create their own dramas. It's exciting. Maybe there's a great relief when the drama's over. Then life gets a bit boring. So unconsciously or consciously, they create some more drama. But moving towards the possibility of truth, which maybe leads to contentment, a sense of peace and contentment, and again seeing things in a whole different way, seeing the things from seeing life and things more like a Buddha or a enlightened person, an arahant would see things. And that's where it can become interesting to even learn, how does a Buddha view things? How does an enlightened person view things? And then seeing where how far we are off that, so that we can then align to seeing things clearly, truthfully. As mentioned last week, to see that one sort of level of reality, yeah, so that everything's impermanent. Therefore, it leads to the truth of uncertainty. And then the more we're able to accommodate that, align to that, be okay with that, then that helps to reduce a lot of stress, a lot of disappointment, a lot of frustration, a lot of anguish and anxiety and anger when things don't work out as we maybe wanted them to. Perfect peace as a possibility. So take that as a bit of a message to go, okay, realize reality and be beyond the drama. Am I getting caught up in the drama here? Am I making a drama here? What would be a wise, enlightened way of viewing, seeing, perceiving, and receiving this experience? as a point of practice. So any thoughts or questions, reflections around this for yourselves? Peter?
John, when you're saying, I know several people, one person in mind who seems to thrive on drama, and it's like it's an addiction. And if it's one thing to the other, and most of half of it's all created, it's just it just goes on, this drama and the tension and stress in that person's life as a result of it. Just must be uncomfortable.
Well, as you say, it can become an addiction, an addiction to the adrenaline and the stress and the intrigue, the maybe even being at the center of the drama. Addiction of self to drama, creating drama.
You say with the drama that there is then a strong view of self.
Very much so.
With the 5 aggregates that we are so hanging on to. And we seem to be frightened of that nothing or that contentment, tranquility, peacefulness in society today. But I think the 5 aggregates, our view of self is strong, and it feels stronger when we're involved in a drama as opposed to perhaps not in a drama.
So that's where part of the addiction is, that people feel more alive when there's drama happening in the middle of something that's important, significant, and they take that to be real because they're not seeing the truth of things, but it's creating this sense of identity, sense of self, sense maybe self-importance as well.
I guess, John, if we strip away the conditioning, then we're also taking away that view of self, right? So if we go to the unconditioned, so that's where I guess there's a lot of resistance to even seeing that, because we're scared of, the self is scared of losing.
What is there if there's nothing?
We're
scared of nothing.
Yes,
exactly.
It's a contradiction,
but the thing that is scared isn't real in the first place.
Yeah. It's a condition itself, I guess, isn't it?
And things like politics, it's a power play, it's games.
Creating a drama, therefore, that someone can win and someone can lose. But the whole drama is just an illusion.
So I can say I'm right and you're wrong. Myself is better than yourself.
Not seeing the sameness in that respect.
Always
pointing out the differences. But we all suffer. We all have the impermanence, not self and dukkha. We don't see it's always like that.
Well, even that appearance or illusion that there's all these individuals, because even just in a physical sense, we're breathing in and out each other's oxygen and absorbing each other's heat and water molecules, and sound is we're absorbing each other's sound, voice, and so forth. And so it's like, well, where does a person begin and where does a person end? And convention, what we can see as the end of the body, the edge of it, but actually look at it through a Carillion sort of photography, and it's like there's these auras coming out of different colors and heat and all those sorts of things, and inter-exchange of gases. So what's the individual? It's something more than what we generally perceive. Even sharing ideas, as well as then just the idea that of these selves that are there. Well, the self is just maybe a mental process that's identifying with some physical aggregates that basically just belong to the planet. They are the planet. The body is just mobile planet. The Earth just mobilizing itself in these particular forms, made out of the moisture, the water molecules and air that sort of circumambulates the planet. So looking at things in maybe a quantum way, quantum physics, quantum mechanics starts to sort of break up the seeming structures of reality that we've created that cause a lot of the delusions. You know, if we could see that, hey, as a not just as a species, but as living creatures on the planet, that we're so much inter-exchanging and relating and connecting and sharing so much, then why would we go and kill or destroy or other living creatures, or take down the forests that we need for the air and pollute the rivers and the seas? It's like, but we sort of get caught up in a very sort of limited way of looking at things. Which seems like, well, that's just the physical reality, but maybe not so.
When you were a monk, John, were there many Thai teachers who encouraged you just to see the body as the four elements?
Sure, yeah.
And
yeah,
there's a lot of
yeah.
Burmese monks also that strongly encourage just to see the body in this light.
Yep, that Dhatu meditation. So that's a meditation on the elements, just the form and earthen element and the water fluid element and the air element, breath and the heat element. So just that's just what the body is, which belongs to the planet. And in time, well, it's returning back to the planet all the time, these cycles. Again, so it's about, waking up to reality, which then creates a different sort of approach to things. Reducing clinging, craving, attachment. Again, with the possibility of waking up to truth. Getting out of the drama.
Could be good.
Not could be. It
Sure it is. I don't know. Yeah, so when the curtain comes down, it's the end of the show. Drama's finished. But especially to be able to see what's going on behind the scene, backstage, so to speak, to see that what we take to be a lot of stuff is just shadows or just sort of props or just sound effects. And from one sort of perspective, it's like, wow, this is real and this is exciting, and I get caught up in the drama. But in fact, you can see it's just a game. Another expression I heard was paper tigers.
Paper tigers, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, John, I guess the drama's always there, right? There's always drama going on, but I guess when you see reality like a Buddha, then you're not affected by the drama.
Yeah.
Because you see it for what it is.
Yeah, you maybe wouldn't even see it as a drama, just see just phenomena arising and passing. Change. It's only drama when it's personalized or seeing, well, they've got issues going on. Well, even the they are not even really they. It's just phenomena.
Yeah, so even seeing other people experiencing drama, it's just phenomena, things arising and passing. And
yeah.
So you don't even, I guess, identify the drama anymore. But the Buddha still had compassion for people that
of course,
in those situations. Yeah. But I guess it's not like you're oblivious to, the suffering that people are causing. I'm still aware of it to some extent.
Sure. Yeah. And that's the motivation to help and be supportive, to help people to not be so caught up in the drama and to find some peace and freedom. It's like an adult seeing a child, and the child's all distressed about something because a toy's got broken, or or can't find something, and so helping the child see things a bit more realistically. It's not the end of the world. We can get another one. We can fix it up, or we'll find it. But the child's like, it's the end of the world. I've lost it. It's disappeared. It's gone. So, well, it's like that may be their perception. So compassion and some helpful advice and to relieve the suffering.
I guess if you're a Buddha, you see the suffering and you can understand how the suffering is being generated, but you also see reality. So the compassion comes from wanting to help that being see the reality and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's like the unenlightened mind being caught up in a darkness and fumbling around and feeling afraid and falling over and getting confused. And so the enlightened mind, the Buddha mind, being in the light, sees that actually there is a light, there is a space where there is light and enlightenment, and where you can see clearly, and so that you can be beyond the fear that comes from being in the darkness. So do give that some consideration. Realize reality and be beyond the drama. And especially if we feel like we are caught up in some sort of drama, to go, well, maybe not even changing the situation's happening, but just changing my perception of it, and it becomes a whole different experience. From woeful to wonderful to, woeful to workable to wonderful. From blight to blessing. So thanks for coming out this evening, and have a good week, and see you next time.